Yo, what's up everybody? Going to make a quick little vault video. Tuesday, Christmas morning, basically. Huge. And then I'll talk a little bit after about the post that I made, the text post on YouTube. So anyways, first thing's my DK. So this is my main character. I guess a little update for those of you who maybe play WoW or would be interested in it. So DK is my main. I've been rating on this character, so it has a full heroic. It also has 2 mythic bosses in chest, which is I don't do Vexy, so it's Cauldron and Reverb. I think normally other people who get better loot are in for Vexy other than me. But yeah, that's what this character's up to. Of course, I have full mythic vault, and then I did some delves because I really want this core amplifier with leech is pretty sick. I really want energy drink heroic would be huge. I think that's, I'm pretty sure that's simming better than heroic Eye of Kazan for me right now. But yeah, this character pretty much, I mean, it's pretty well off. Like mythic tier would be good. Neck is like the biggest outlier, as is tradition for literally everybody. It seems like I can't get the Cinderbrew neck to drop, so I'm probably either crafting that with another spark this week or doing something else, but need a little bit more juice on it. I don't know if I'm opening this as, the reason to open it as blood I feel like would be to try to get bomb suit, or I really want the priory tome for blood, but I think I should keep opening as unholy because I don't want to get crappy delve trinkets. Is that right? I think you can get crappy like tank delve trinkets. I'm probably gonna swap to opening blood pretty soon here, but for now I think I should do another week of unholy before I start rolling the dice on trinkets and stuff. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna make sure. I always sketch myself out. Let's see. Okay, I'm pretty sure these are double bad, but I will sim both. These shoulders I also don't want because I have, well, one there, hero track too. Oh, this is also hero track, so this is myth. Interesting. That's weird that I get credit for Vexy even though I haven't killed Vexy. I thought it was supposed to be only bosses that you killed. But anyways, so that's a hero track helmet. Probably never taken that. Turbo Drain 5000. Interesting. And veteran legs. I've never taken that. This is looking like myth gloves, I guess. This is not the greatest vault. Okay, that is kind of interesting. Kind of sucks because I've already crafted a weapon. Like, there's 2 sparks into this with Ascendance, but Haste Mastery are exactly the stats I want, and it's Leech, and it's a 3 eye level upgrade. So that weapon is pretty nice. Kind of funny, this is the exact same weapon I got on my warrior, which I'll show after, but I'm thinking it's most likely that I just take Mythtrack gloves, but that kind of feels bad just because I can get them so easily. They just drop off Cauldron of Carnage anyways, so doesn't feel the greatest. I'll do my, I don't know if I really have a second alt yet. I'll do my warrior. He's the second most geared. So this is the character I was originally raiding on. I was ass at it. I just cannot play warrior. I don't know why. Something about my brain, I just don't feel engaged when I play it. The rotation, I guess, this isn't that fun to me. Which is annoying because I actually have a good bit of fun on this character when I'm playing Fury and Keys. Like the Mythic Plus build, I actually like quite a bit. But something about the single target build I just don't have as much fun with. This character is pretty huge, honestly. Like, the item level is kind of doing it in injustice because I have pants that I want to equip. I just need a chest for 4-piece. I want my legs to be my off-piece. These are, like, I think one of my ideal leg slots, but, like, just if I equip legs, I go up 2 item levels on that alone. So chest would be the same thing. These are both 626. So Mythic Chest would go crazy. I still have a Catalyst slot, so I could do that. My boots are also horrible. I'm trying to farm those too. And then, yeah, this character's been pretty insanely lucky. This was my first vault on this character. Just Mythic Weapon. right off the rip. I forget. Oh, and then my last week's vault was a Jaster Diamond, which I was kind of surprised I was taking just because it's Champ Track, but the sims on this were just so insane. But yeah, I'm having a bit of identity crisis with this character because I like the Mythic Plus build, but Warrior really isn't that great for high-end Mythic Plus, which is what I ultimately want to try to push to. Right now, my DK is like 2850. We really haven't been pushing yet, but I want to be able to try to see where I can get with that. So yeah, I don't know. I think, again, neck is horrible, boots are horrible, chest, any catalyst would be huge. That's really the main thing I'm looking for. This character also did a... That's probably all wiped, huh? This character also did a full heroic raid, I think. Or I did 6 out of 8. I just didn't do... I think Vexy and Cauldron were the 2 bosses I didn't need, so I pugged the rest, and then full Mythic, full... Or like 2 Delve slots, all the normal stuff. Oh, wait. I was gonna say with the identity crisis, dude, I am gonna own myself on this. I don't know what I want to open this as. Like, I have Hero Track, Shield, and Weapon for Prot. Part of me wants to just open... Can I get Prot? If I can get all of this other stuff as Prots, like, let's see. Can I get, like, House of Cards, for example? Can I get as Prot? I can... But I can't get Best in Slots, but I don't really need a two-handed weapon, honestly. I can still get House of Cards. I assume I can still get, like... Whoops, I'm misclicking. I assume I can still get Jaster Diamond, I have Kazan, all of that. I would take a Bomb Suit. I would also take the Priory thing. So yeah, I think we're opening as Prot here. Because I would also take a one-hander. Or like a shield would be cool too. But yeah, the biggest thing I would like is a little chest. Let's see. Okay, that is... Oh, baby, let's go. Finally a tome. This is the first tome that I've seen the entire season. That is really awesome if I want to play Prot on this. I'm never taking the gloves. I already have it. Never taking the Pit Whistle, I don't think. Crit Haste, I don't really want either. I'm good on rings. Crit Verse Avoidance, I already crafted. Okay, this is pretty easy. This is either a neck that I may never see again, even though I could craft this, or it's the tome. Pretty sure I'm taking tome. Like 99.9% sure I'm taking Mythic Tome on this character. I hear this trinket is really insane for tanking, and it does a ton of damage. I kind of just think it's interesting, so I really want to play with it. Prot Warrior also does a ton of damage. They did nerf it last week, or I guess technically today it went live, but I still wouldn't mind messing around with it. It could be fun. So yeah, probably taking Tome on that. I got to sim a couple of these things. These decisions have been harder than I thought. Normally I would snap take something, but I'm pretty sure sims are going to love that neck because mine is still pretty bad. Just a crafted neck. Anyways, we'll do Big Butter Boy next, of course. But Butter Boy also having a bit of an identity crisis. I'm kind of down to play any of the 3 specs. Realistically, I won't play Ret. I normally play Prot Paladin. It's probably the class that I've played the most throughout WoW. I just love this class. I just think it's really fun. The APM and everything with it. This character has... I don't know if I only got a Heroic Vault my first week, which was this. Indestructible Hero Track Legs from Delves. Can't complain too much. And then I believe last week's vault was the shield. The Myth Track shield. And then I crafted a weapon. And then I really haven't done anything after that. I'm thinking about trying to play some Holy because that got buffed. So I've been stocking up. Like, I have a random int weapon, for example. And I got to get some trinkets for that. But honestly, there's a chance that these are okay for it anyways. Or at least the Funhouse Lens. And yeah, the energy drink is what I have for Holy. So kind of in a similar boat here. I would love to get the Myth Track Tome on this if I was tanking on it as well would be nice. But I also think getting a weapon as Holy would be really insane, or getting like a trinket for Holy could be nice, considering I don't really have anything for that so far. And it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks I crafted weapon, but there's no strength in weapon, which I guess I kind of get, but it really only affects a few classes that would want to play both specs like Paladin does, and it would be really nice if I could do both. But anyways, I think the decision I'm gonna have to make is whether it's worth just crafting another weapon. And it would kind of be nice not to have to craft a weapon for Holy, because I think ideally you want Binding of Binding, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think you want Bracers or something like that as your crafted spots for your healers. But yeah, I think I will open in Holy because I just want to get a weapon anyways. I'm pretty happy with my trinkets on this character. Ideally, we just get a piece of tier. I think Chest is the one I would really like because I can catalyze his hands. Then I have 2 heroic pieces right here. I think that's kind of the ideal scenario for my Paladin. So just going to open that in Holy, which I'm in. And then, yeah, this character also did, it was only a normal raid, but then the 8 Mythic Plus slots and all of that. Well, that's a chest right there. That's a Myth Track chest. So that's probably almost certainly what I'm taking. So I just get 4 piece today. Bone Band, I don't want those stats. I don't know if the Candle King trinket is good. Carve a wax copy target, which absorbs 50% of their damage taken. The absorption heats up the wax, causing it to melt after absorbing 3.1 million damage. I don't know what that means on the melt the wax part. I don't know if that's just an aesthetic thing or what. A speed reverb radio. This neck is also very, very good. I am a haste crit class, I believe, on both Holy and Prot is what I want to build for, just for damage. I know Mastery is really good for Prot too, but I kind of like playing for damage just for fun, and it's not. So yeah, the neck is pretty good. I don't know if the trinket's any good. I'm just going to take the chest, I think. I guess I'll have to see if the neck's good, or if the trinket's good first, so you guys don't actually get to see me take anything, which is a little cringe. But I'll just do Sims while I rant at the end of this video. And the last one up is Smartio. This is the ultimate rat. This is the character where I don't have my action bars set up. I don't know how to play the character. I don't have any weak auras tracking my eclipses. I barely have my dots tracked. This is pretty much the worst performing character you might ever see. This is the Master Splinter of rats. The Rat King, the Rat Queen, I guess, if you will. Smartio did a couple normal raid bosses, did 2 Mythic Vault slots, and 2 Delve slots. Honestly, this character has been insanely lucky for a 4th character that I literally log in for like an hour each week for the most part. Like, my first vault was a Myth Track Bracers that are the best stats for Boomkin that I could get. So we'll take those. I got a House of Cards on this character from my Time Walking cache a couple weeks ago, geez. A couple weeks ago, and I had a Warbound Eye of Kazan that I just slapped on this character as well. So the trinkets are pretty nuts. I also got this weapon from Mechagon from my friends carrying me in a rat key. So this thing is pretty nuts. And then I have I have 3 heroic pieces that could all be catalyzed. So these legs, this helm that also has avoidance, and this chest. So getting gloves and shoulders could be great. Getting a weapon could be great. I mean, there's a lot of things I could get that would be insane on Smartio. I don't know what my off piece is supposed to be. So I'm gonna assume I want helm, right? So I would catalyze helm, and then shoulder wise, oh, I have 4 heroic pieces. Oh, I could just catalyze everything pretty much. I don't know if I have 4 catalyst spots, but yeah, I have heroic everywhere except for gloves, and gloves are haste verse. That's probably the off piece, I would assume. Gloves are the one I don't want, and the rest of these stats are pretty good, but I could be wrong. So anyways, I'm just going to open this and balance. We'll just see what's up. I'm not going to think too much about the specs on this one. And, okay, so right off the bat, just looking at it, energy drink could be nuts. I love this trinket. So heroic energy drink is huge, but you know I'm doing my delves every week no matter what. I will try to get that. Wow. Okay. So crit haste. I don't think crit main stat is what I want, but item level wise is a gigantic upgrade. Same as this cloak, which haste mastery is what I would want. And it would mean I'm not crafting this slot, so I could craft. I have a lot of crafts I can do. I mean, I'm going to have 3 crafts available on this character, so Smartio, I think, is going to get up to like 660 item level this week, and then here on that. I'm going to make this decision pretty quickly. I'm going to start doing sims and then show you guys what I actually take. But if you were just interested in what I got, then there you go. And I'll do some sims and kind of talk about Smite a little bit at the end here. So let's get in there on this. I'm going to go check. I think the first thing I have to check is what these boots would catalyze into stat-wise. Because if they catalyze into haste mastery boots, then suddenly this is a lot more interesting. The problem with using a kata charge, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, is I have 0 tier. So yeah, these turn into haste verse. So yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be catalyzing, which means I'm either taking energy drink on this character, or I'm taking the mythic cloak. My gut tells me I want to take the mythic cloak because I can get the energy drink. I can get the energy drink from delves anyways, and you know I'm staying in the delves, so unless energy drink is like bis for balance, which it very well could be, I'm just gonna do this. So I don't have 4-piece, but I think for the sake of argument, maybe I should assume that I do. I don't know how that would work. I have a funhouse lens on this character too. Okay, well, I'm gonna sim all these trinkets up to their max item level that I can get and see what can happen. I'm gonna max out these crests just to do that, and we'll see what's actually the best option. So we'll put the house to 658. We'll put this to 665. Hero track energy drink. And I have Kazan is already maxed. And then we'll put this to 658 as well on the funhouse lens. And then let's sim some of these great vault things. Boom, boom. Boom on this. I don't think I would dump a lot of gilded into this right away, because I would definitely craft before I dumped gilded into this, but I think I would dump gilded into the trinket. I guess to make it fair, I should just sim the normal energy drink as well and kind of see what we're up to there. But I think this looks right to me. And then what's the one I want? Ring enchantments. I think I would enchant with mastery is what Boomkin wants. So boom, there we go. And I'm just going to sim the Mythic Plus spec. Boomkin also kind of nice to have casting Mythic Plus spec. Maybe this will be the counterpart to my DK, just as like Unholy Imbalance to have like a melee class and a range class. But ideally I'm just playing my Unholy. So yeah, let's see what Smartio wants. So this one's energy drink from the vault. And it is, oh my god. It is a 40k DPS increase. Oh my god. And it wants Eye of Kazan instead of the House of Cards. That is absolutely insane. I'm going to look up like a balanced druid bis list. I know the Wowhead one might not always be the most accurate, and like maybe things change because I know like trinkets got tuned, but I still think it's probably a pretty good general guideline. So this one's Eye of Kazan House of Cards at myth level is what it wants these trinkets to be. Interesting. Everyone wants Jaster Diamond, obviously. And just a lot of haste mastery gear in general, it looks like. Let's see. And what's it have as like the Mythic Plus trinkets or the Delve trinkets, I guess? Signet. Yeah, I want to see, do they have a trinket tier list on here? Yeah, they do. So they have energy drink really low, even though the sim loves this thing. I wonder if that's just like a gear gap. I think I'm just going to take... I kind of just want to take this cloak because it's so it's not close to the 40k, but it's close to these other two options, which are just having energy drink plus one of these trinkets. And this is literally just upgrade this one item level and then have the normal cloak. And this cloak isn't even fully upgraded. So I'm going to run this sim again, and I'm going to see if it is closer if I full upgrade the cloak. And if it is, I'm just going to take the cloak because I think it just makes my life a little easier. I don't know if that's troll or not. I'm like living on this copium that I will find heroic energy drink. But that might not be the case again. I'm not going to put crest into this right now, but this character is a long-term thing. Like I want the highest long-term upside I can get because I don't have anything to do on this character right now. A little 20-minute vault video. Anyways, I'm not going to do this stuff silently. I guess I can explain it a little bit while I'm doing, but yeah, I mean, I made the post that, yeah, it's close enough. I'm probably taking this cloak. I made the post that I am pretty much done investing time into Smite, and I'm gonna post a bigger thing. I want to say maybe today or tomorrow or this week. I mean, who knows? I have a busy couple days lined up, I suppose, so it might not be as early as I would like, but I'll talk a little bit more about Smite and stuff. But yeah, I mean, to be blunt, things just haven't been going well, and for the game in general, and I don't really see a future for myself in it anymore. And that's not to say that if people are enjoying the game, they shouldn't play it, or that I think it's the worst thing ever. And like, I don't really want to focus on being negative around it, but I enjoyed Vegas last year. The event was super fun. You know, seeing fans playing in front of a crowd, no matter how big it is or anything like that, it's always a great experience. But even then, it was kind of hard to, like, I had fun playing with my teammates. I had fun playing comp, but it was still pretty hard to justify the time into that last year. Like, even winning, I think there were other options I could have done that maybe would have been better, like financially or long term. And I think that picture has gotten even worse this year when it comes to my comp. And even though I like streaming and I like hanging out and playing games for fun because it's just like a hobby and something I enjoy, I have never been as passionate about that as I have been competitive Smite. So I don't really know what my future holds career wise or what I'll be doing. And, you know, maybe I'll just have to, excuse me, maybe I'll just have to figure that out and, you know, kind of go through a learning process on that. But for now, without ranting too much about it, yeah, I think comp is just basically dead in Smite. I mean, the community tournaments have been great, but to me, they're just kind of carrot on a stick-esque. Like, I think if there weren't these community tournaments going on, I think a lot of people would stop playing the game. Or I think they know that. And to me, it's kind of annoying to be in this limbo of, like, they want to, like, try to keep people there, but they also I didn't even realize these have avoidance, but they also are not really looking at it long term. Like, I think it's very unlikely that Smite 2 esports, if the game even does survive this really tough period of time, that it really goes that great. So yeah, I don't know. It's I'm not gonna do the whole sentimental piece right now, but it's obviously a little bittersweet because that Smite has just given me so much over these years that it's really hard to quantify like how much it's meant to me. But I also think I don't know. I just think it's time to do other things. I've been playing WoW a lot, been enjoying that. I'll probably do that a little bit more and just stream and upload that just for fun and playing with friends, playing with, like, for those of you who have been around Smite and know these guys, but like Kabam and Joshi and Magic Feed and, like, you know, just playing the game with a ton of people. You know, Stid and Wooney and yeah, if you guys know them all from Smite. But yeah, it's nice to have a new game to play. Nice to have a game to feel passionate about. I feel like I care about improving a lot at WoW. So regardless of career-wise what that holds, I'll probably upload a lot of WoW content. It's also interesting. These have avoidance, which my shoulders also have avoidance. So originally I was saying that it'd be nice to just have myth from the raid, but having myth gloves with avoidance, I probably never take those off, which is pretty much why I took this shoulder piece last week. Like, it's also just avoidance. Crit and mastery are really not my best stats, but I think most builds anyways, they just want legs to be the off piece, and this is mastery main stat after all, so it's still not that bad. I am going to, this is the one with avoidance. I want to catalyze this. And then I want to upgrade this, maybe. I'm going to do 2 versions of it. We'll max this out. upgrade to 678. Look at both of those, I guess, to see the long-term benefit of it. Never taken the shoulders. I guess I can consider taking this this helm, but truthfully, I wouldn't upgrade this above 658. I don't think I'm spending rune on anything that's not myth track, so I don't think that'll sim very well. Really, the only interesting option here is I can look at the keys to see what that looks like, and this would technically, this should be free, no? Oh, it's not free because I don't have another 665 trinket. I'll just look at this version of it, and I guess I will look at that version of it, and we'll see how well these sim. They did upgrade the damage on these trinkets. I don't know if the sims will reflect that yet because this is the first day it's live. Maybe it will anyways. And then I'm going to do the circuit breaker because it only is 15 crests. And then I'm going to make sure I have Fallen Crusader on that. And then we're also going to do... We're going to do this amulet, and we're going to upgrade this, and then see what's up here and see how big of an upgrade that is. I'm assuming this is the biggest upgrade I can make this week. I think by far that'll be the biggest upgrade, but I want to be very intentional and careful on this character because it is very important to me, the performance of it. And I'm also going to do Consecrated Cloak to see 675, right? To see how that looks for my craft. So these are kind of the decisions I'm making this week on that. But yeah, anyways, back to Smite. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the most coherent rant. Like I said, I'll collect my thoughts a little bit more organized in another video. But yeah, that's not to say I'll never stream it again or I'll never upload a video again. Like, if the game looks fun, I'll play it. The main thing I'm saying with this is that I haven't been having fun with it. The patches haven't looked particularly good to me, really, ever since the proxy change thing. I don't need to argue with people about that, but I just don't like the direction the game's going. I think it's going more and more and more towards short-term kind of appeasing the Smite 1 player base, which I don't think is inherently bad, but the later seasons of Smite 1 were my least favorite seasons of the game in terms of how it felt in ranked. In comp, I hardly care. The fun of comp is just playing competitive with teammates and the strategy and all of that. Like, even if you're strategizing around something that you don't enjoy, just the pure strategy and teamwork element of it, I'll love no matter what. But yeah, playing ranked in later seasons of Smite 1 was not it wasn't exactly thrilling for me. I didn't really enjoy it. When they reverted 9.5 and they had like season 11 patches, that was kind of fun because they were really making changes purely for fun. I felt like, oh yeah, Streak, that guy's a god gamer as well on WoW, for the record. That guy's just a god gamer in general. I miss that little guy. He doesn't play with us anymore. We're too bad for him. Understandable. But yeah, I don't like the direction the game's going for me personally. That's not to say that it's not good for other people, but for me, it's just not as fun, which means I haven't been streaming it as much. I'm sure there's going to be a time where like Atlas comes out or something in Smite 2, and I'll maybe want to play him for a couple games and get some nostalgia kicks here and there, and I'll definitely try to share that type of stuff when I do, whether it's streaming or YouTube or both. But yeah, I think consistent content, if it exists at all, will be more WoW focused, and I have a lot of stuff that I think would be fun to share with WoW, and you know, it's just fun to stream and chat and just say what's up. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's look back at the sim. So obviously it wants both of these, but I need to scroll down and find just a single upgrade. So just a neck is 48k DPS, and just a cloak is 9k. So yeah, we're gonna be taking the neck craft this week, most likely. And then it looks like gloves, which I'm actually kind of happy about that it doesn't like that trinket. Where is the trinket? It's right here. Where's the trinket alone? So just taking gloves, a 20k DPS increase, and then just taking... It's also in my Mythic Plus spec, isn't it? Maybe I should send this again, because I should put my single target spec in here. Raid. I have a lot of specs. That is my Mythic Plus spec. That's the raid spec. The fun thing about Vault Day is opening all this stuff, and the unfun thing is having to sim everything, but everything. Can't speak today. But yeah. Still a good time. I guess I could cut this part of the video out, but at this point we're so committed that if anyone's actually interested in the Sims, I'm not gonna deny you your mathematical satisfaction. A combination of words that I would never have thought to be uttered. So yeah, it likes the gloves. Obviously on the Sandlands is gonna give me a huge single target increase because this is a single target sim. So that neck it likes the most as an individual upgrade. So I'm thinking we're crafting neck this week. We might be crafting a lot of necks, it looks like, and it really likes the gloves as well. And just out of pure curiosity, I want to see... Oh, those were long-term gloves. These were short-term. So 416k versus 423. So I'm definitely not dumping crust into that thing for quite some time. It'll just be 662 for a while. It doesn't even like the cloak as much as it likes that glove increase, which is interesting to me because it's the same item level jump. 658. It's actually a lower item level jump. The item level jump on the gloves is actually lower than that cloak. So it really likes this cloak for whatever reason that I have. Anyways. And then where's just the pit whistle? I think it doesn't like it at all. Yeah, it's right here. Or the spare keys, I mean. Yeah, it has it as a DPS decrease compared to just my normal Sandlane build. So I'm never taking the trinket. Looks like I'm taking gloves. I don't know if I have a catalyst slot. Let's check that first and foremost. But it looks like we're collecting the transmog for mythic tier, which is nice. I just need legs and helmet now, and we're up good on that. So yeah, let's see. What was I checking? Catalyst charges? I have 2. Yeah, we're ripping it. We're ripping the catalyst. Here, that's 3 vaults in a row of mythic track tier for this character to start the season. I kind of wish they weren't shoulders and gloves because I can find those organically, but the fact that both of them are going to have avoidance is pretty insane. And where did this weapon fall? How did I not... The weapon's just worse no matter what? Is that what I'm getting at here? It looks like it just doesn't like the weapon ever. I don't see its icon. So it likes Ascendance over that weapon. Right here. Oh, this is just the weapon. So just the weapon, it has as a 1k increase, which could honestly mean that that's not even accurate. So yeah, it looks like a glove angle. So better long term, we're gonna catalyze this. It's avoidance, not taking you, not taking you. And we're out of there. Reverb radio also, that thing's heroic. I can get that thing on Mythic from Raid. I don't think it's that contested, and I could get it eventually, even if it is good for me, which I don't think it particularly is. So yeah, Mythic. Myth track gloves with avoidance. Can't really complain too much about that. I am just stacking up avoidance lately. I am just absolutely stacking it up. I think I have avoidance on... I have avoidance on this piece and on something else, if I'm not mistaken. I have leech on that. Oh, it's my... Oh yeah, I have speed on this one. I have a bunch of random tertiaries. I have avoidance on my belt. That's what I was thinking. Thought there was another one. And then yeah, we're just gonna do... Where are the gloves? Boom. Gloves to myth track with avoidance. Go ahead and slam that. All day. Whenever it lets me. And boom. Myth track, gloves, avoidance. We take those all day. Surely I'm 662 now. Okay, that's insane actually. Come on. I just want to have it say 662 for fun. I'll be like 664 when I upgrade this neck, I'm thinking. And I can vendor that. Look at the gloves. Look at that. As Brand would say. Nice. Dude, this tier set looks so sick for DK, by the way. Like I don't really have much transmogged here, but it's just like mythic chest, mythic shoulders. I think the effects of this are so sick. This helm is gonna look so cool when it matches as well. So yeah, we take those. Also, for anyone who played Legion and got the hidden artifact appearance, I can't get that freaking thing to drop, the stupid tome for DK. I really want the scythe appearance. I think looks sick. Let's sim the Butter Boy next. I think is the least controversial. I still can't decide on my druid. Because my druid is the my druid is the dilemma of, am I ever gonna get this trinket again from delves or anything like that? And the more I think about it, the more it's maybe a really low chance. So I think what I should do is run this sim again. Because this is just the cloak in general, right? Like, where's just the cloak upgrade? So just the cloak would be right here with one item level here, which I can do anyways. So that's 39,000. I don't know why it did that. That was a 39k increase, and then you can see it's barely any to go up to energy drink. So I'm actually going to run this sim again, and I'm going to see how energy drink compares to some other trinkets. So this is going to be trinket spam right here. I'm going to get rid of you, and I'm going to do Eye of Kazan at 665, which I might never get on this character, by the way. But I'm probably never getting it, at least not for a very long time. I'm going to do House of Cards on Hero Track. I'm going to do Funhouse Lens on 665, and I'm going to do Mechanocore at 665. Amplifier. What's it called? Mechanocore? Am I trolling? Is that not what it's called? What is the Delve Trinket, man? Mechanocore Amplifier. Right here. Sims don't like it? That's interesting. Oh, is it not an int trinket? I think it can't be an int trinket. I think that's why I'm tripping myself up. For some reason, I think all of these have every stat, but I think Mechanocore is actually strength and agility only. I think that's why it's not showing up. Whoops. Okay. So let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of this. I'm going to sim these all at the highest item level that I can get, which would be 665. And I'm going to, if this energy drink is BIS even with this, I'm probably just going to take it because who knows if I'll get it again. And I can always craft a cloak or something like that. So if it likes the energy drink even through all of this, then that's what I feel like I could realistically achieve trinket-wise this season. Oh, you know what? There's two more I forgot. Oh no. Wait, let me go back. I want Moxie Jug at 665. And there were other caster trinkets I'm not really familiar of because I don't think about it. So Signet of Priory at 665. That's going to be bad because my stats are almost up. Reverb Radio, I could easily get that one. Carved Blazicon. Yeah. Okay. Let's just put Reverb in here, I guess, because I could get that too. Maybe I'll cut this off after the Paladin, because I don't know how long the Warrior will take. So yeah, let's get this going even more. Let's get the Paladin over here. What was I deciding on with the Paladin? Did I get a good vault on this? Oh, it was if this trinket was any good or if I'm just taking chest. I'm pretty sure I'm just taking the chest. Pretty sure I'm just taking the chest. Let's sim it, and more importantly, let's see if anybody, literally anybody, likes this trinket. And then I would take this up to 658, so we can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and max all of this. And then let's see if I can get, I'm gonna wear that, and then let's catalyze this. And then we would wear, I would catalyze that. I would upgrade this too. Haste Mastery is such an insane tier set for me. And then I would catalyze these gloves as well. Right to catalyst right there. And then I would be wearing this. This is kind of the gearing option I would take. So that would be 4-piece, right? 1, 2, 3. I'm missing 1. Do I not have a helm? Oh, 4. Here we go. 4 on the shoulders. So 1, 2, 3. That's 4-piece. If I do that, because I only have to catalyze 2 pieces, easy peasy. And I'll get this in here. I'm never taking that other thing. So yeah, this will be for holy. And I guess I should look at. Oh, is it simming it for prot? It's gonna sim it for prot, huh? Yeah, it's gonna sim it for prot because I'm in prot spec right now, which is fine. Because for all I know, I'll keep playing prot on this character because I love prot paladin. All right, we'll just sim that, and then let's look up holy paladin bis. I wonder if Jack or Elsmere or someone has a video on this, but let's just look at trinkets for this if I can. So it likes Mr. Pick Me Up. I have Kazan, Moxie Jug, Reverb Radio, Blaziken Wax. This is the one I was offered, so I'm not taking it. And then a lot of these trinkets are super attainable. So this has got to just be the easiest myth track chest of all time, right? Excuse me? What? It doesn't want my 4-piece? Wait, am I being trolled? There's no way it doesn't want my 4-piece. Is it because it's like a vault thing? I'm very confused. Let me upgrade all of this. Hold on. 658. 658. Neither of these are vault options. This I would slam crest into, I'm pretty sure. 75 crest for this? Like, I don't know why I wouldn't. 658 on that. Definitely going to 658 here too, because it's just rune crest. And it's so cheap for me anyways, because I have the achievement from my other guy. And then energy drink I should kind of sim as well. Okay, let's get all of these enchants on here, and let's just make sure. So that's the leg enchant, the bracer enchant, sure. The main hand should already be on there. Radiant power, cloak, sure. Why not? Feet, Fender's March, sure. Rings can be either. And then this can be haste master or mastery haste, or I guess crit, haste crit. I would also do. And then let's just make sure that I'm in the right spec. My active spec, that is prot, right? Yeah, it's prot. I'm gonna be shocked if this thing does not want me to wear my 4-piece. That's insane, actually, if it hates it. Because like I know this version of 4-piece is really, really good, the season 1, but I feel like once I get significant item level increase, I'm supposed to swap. I mean, this is all myth track on these tier pieces. But even then, honestly, the more I'm thinking about this, yeah, so now it wants 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't want me to take off gloves? That makes no sense at all. And then it likes me wearing energy drink instead of funhouse lens on this. That's insane to me that I could do all of this and that's barely an upgrade. I'm thinking something's wrong on this sim. Unless that 4-piece is really that broken. Either way, I'm just taking the chest, right? Like, the trinket's bad. So I'm taking the chest, I'm catalyzing it because I don't want those stats. I can craft a neck anyways. And this is dog. So, we have another catalyst slot. Get that done. On the butter boy. I'll be honest, I will be wearing the 4-piece no matter what the sim says because it sounds way more fun to me, number 1. And number 2, I don't know if I trust it. And I don't know if I trust that shit. Haste Mastery Myth tier is so sick. And then boom. What's this look like? I can't even tell. Oh yeah, that's right. Their set is like kind of like a whitish. It's like a white, black and white sort of style paladin set, which is kind of cool, kind of unique. All right, paladin's done, DK's done, myth tier catalysts on both of those. We're gonna do a lot of crafting. I am not doing the crafting. We're gonna be here for 3 hours instead of the already insane 45 minutes. Clonk Nation, that's the last one, even though I haven't taken anything on Smarty. Let's see what these said. It wants Moxie Jug and Eye of Kazan. So it looks like I'm just taking that cloak, right? Because it does not like the energy drink over that much. It likes Moxie Jug the most. That's what I've learned. Really. But it likes radio more than it likes energy drink. So yeah, it looks like a cloak angle on Smartio. So let's just go take that right now before I forget. It's a Smartio cloak. And plus, like I said, I can always get Hero Track Trinket from Delves. I stay doing Delves. In fact, I'm going to stop doing this video. I'm going to do Delves right now. No one's going to stop me from getting in the Delves. You better believe me and Bran, we stay doing it up in the Delves. It's just that type of season. I love Delves. Get me in there. Oh, I didn't really... Oh, it's because I'm not catalyzing that, right? So I'm just taking Cloak. Let's see the item level upgrade on this. I bet you it's going to be disgusting. It feels so bad turning down energy drink. I think this is the second character I'm turning it down on. The warrior didn't need it, and this character apparently doesn't need it. Even though I love that trinket. What's my key? 9 cleft? I didn't look at the other stuff I have. Oh, what a transmog. Okay, let's look at this. I go from 647 to 649, and that's without it being upgraded. And I have a lot of crests to farm. I'm nowhere near capped on this character. I need to actually set it up so I can play on it and grind it up a little bit. And then technically, if I had 4 catalyst slots, I could do my thing. I think I only have 3. So I'm going to need to do LFR or something to get tier. Yeah, I have 2, and then I'm going to get my 3rd from getting 2K rating, which I'll get this week very easily. Because I don't even think I've done... I don't even know if I've done half the Mythic Plus dungeons on this character so far. Maybe I've done 4 to 5 at most. All right, and the last one is Clonk Nation, of course. I don't know. I'm going to have to rip a prop paladin or a prop warrior build. Let's do that really quick. Another resource I like using is Raider.io, and let's go to Mythic Plus. Let's go to Spec Leaderboards. Go Warrior. This might be changing because they got nerfed today. Let's just take this guy. I didn't see his talent build. Let's copy that. And then let's go here. And then let's go here. And then I'm going to equip both of these. Boom, boom. And then we will do new loadout, Raider.io. And then I'm just going to... Oh, import. Bam. I'll do Raider.io. Haha, here we go. And then I'm going to send this trinket. So what was it between? It was between this neck and that trinket. That's what it looks like to me. And I'm thinking it's the trinket literally every single time the more I think about this, because I can just craft a neck, and this character doesn't need to craft anything for Fury. Anyways, so I can just craft neck kind of whenever it works. And and like I said, I don't even know if I'm going to play Prod over Fury ever on this, so I may as well just see what's up. Let's do that version, and then let's max my crest, and then let's see what it looks like if I were to do 678. And then let's see what it would look like if I did this, and then let's upgrade this sucker too. Let's find out. I don't know how this trinket sims. This tome, I know that Yoda and a lot of other tank players love it. I know it's supposed to be insane. Dude, this weapon looks so sick, by the way. Just a freaking bomb on a chain. I think it looks so cool. This character is also 0 transmog. I literally don't have anything transmog. It's just naturally how it looks, which I think it looks pretty good. Especially when I have, like, well... Why is the weapon not transmogged anymore? That was the only thing I did have transmogged. Yeah, that's very confusing that I just randomly lost that, but okay. Go off. Let's see, it likes Tome. That's crazy. This thing's so broken, it loves it over that. 25k to 38k. Mythic Tome it is. I am actually so down to learn prod on this and have a Mythic Tome. We take those all day. I don't know when this will be upgraded or when this will be used, but I'll probably never see this again. And I've been hunting this trinket on 2 of my characters, on my DK and on my Paladin, just on the hero track. So having Myth track, being able to tank on all my characters, that is what we in the business refer to as a massive W. So yeah, that's it for the Vault video. I'll talk more about Smite another time. 50-minute video. That's insane. I'll see you guys later. Bye.